Welcome to this summary of The 48 Laws of Power, a book that offers a comprehensive guide to understanding and mastering the dynamics of power in human relationships. Written by Robert Greene, this controversial and compelling book has been praised by some as a masterpiece of strategy and psychology, while others have criticized it as manipulative and Machiavellian. In this video, we'll take you through the 48 laws, divided into 4 sections, and provide you with a detailed outline of the book's insights and lessons. The laws are based on examples from history, literature, and modern society, and they cover topics like deception, charisma, leadership, negotiation, and warfare. Whether you're a student, a businessperson, or a leader, this summary will help you navigate complex social and political environments and achieve your goals with greater confidence and success. So, let's dive in and explore the fascinating world of power. Laws 1 to 12. Strategies for gaining power. 1. Never outshine the master. This law advises you to never appear too ambitious or talented in front of your superiors, as it can make them feel threatened and undermine your own position. You should always make your master look good and seek their approval and guidance. 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. This law advises you to be cautious and strategic when it comes to friendships, as they can be fickle and unreliable. You should focus on using your enemies to your advantage, by making alliances, gathering information, or testing your own strength. 3. Conceal your intentions. This law advises you to never reveal your true motives or plans to others, as it can make you vulnerable to manipulation or sabotage. You should always maintain a sense of mystery and ambiguity, and use misdirection or deception to achieve your goals. 4. Always say less than necessary. This law advises you to be concise and strategic in your communication, as it can prevent you from giving away too much information or making yourself vulnerable to criticism. You should be selective and intentional with your words, and use silence or ambiguity to your advantage. 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. This law advises you to be mindful of your reputation and image, as they can greatly influence how others perceive you and treat you. You should always strive to maintain a positive reputation, by being consistent, reliable, and trustworthy in your actions. 6. Court attention at all costs. This law advises you to be bold and flamboyant in your behavior, as it can make you stand out and gain the attention and admiration of others. You should always seek to be the center of attention, by being creative, provocative, or controversial in your actions. 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This law advises you to be strategic and opportunistic in your collaborations, as it can help you achieve your goals more efficiently and effectively. You should always take credit for your successes and shift blame for your failures onto others. 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. This law advises you to be patient and strategic in your interactions, as it can make others more willing to approach you and seek your favor. You should always use incentives or bait to attract others to you, by offering something of value or by creating a sense of urgency or need. 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. This law advises you to focus on your actions rather than your words, as it can make you more convincing and credible in the eyes of others. You should always let your actions speak for themselves, by demonstrating your competence, reliability, and integrity through your behavior. 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. This law advises you to be selective and cautious in your associations, as negative or unlucky people can bring you down and undermine your success. You should always surround yourself with positive and successful people, by seeking out mentors, allies, and supporters who can help you achieve your goals. 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. This law advises you to be strategic and opportunistic in your relationships, as it can help you maintain your power and influence over others. You should always be indispensable to others, by providing them with something of value or by creating a sense of loyalty or obligation. 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. This law advises you to be strategic and manipulative in your behavior, as it can help you gain the trust and cooperation of others. You should always use honesty and generosity as a tool to disarm others, by being sincere and helpful when it serves your interests. Laws 13 to 24. Strategies for maintaining power. These laws are more focused on preserving power and preventing others from challenging you, but they come with risks and potential downsides, as Greene explains. 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. This law advises you to be strategic and persuasive in your requests for assistance, as it can make others more willing to help you. You should always frame your requests in terms of how they can benefit the other person, by offering them something of value or by highlighting their own self-interest. 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. This law advises you to be covert and manipulative in your interactions, as it can help you gather information and protect your interests. You should always pretend to be a friend to others, by gaining their trust and confidence, while secretly working to advance your own agenda. 15. Crush your enemy totally. This law advises you to be ruthless and decisive in your dealings with enemies, as it can prevent them from retaliating or seeking revenge. You should always aim to destroy your enemy completely, by eliminating their power and influence, and by ensuring that they can never threaten you again. 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. This law advises you to be strategic and mysterious in your behavior, as it can increase your status and prestige in the eyes of others. You should always maintain a sense of distance and aloofness, by withdrawing from others and making yourself scarce, so that they value your presence more. 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. This law advises you to be unpredictable and volatile in your behavior, as it can make others more cautious and respectful towards you. You should always keep others guessing about your intentions and reactions, by being capricious and erratic in your behavior, so that they never know what to expect from you. 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. This law advises you to be strategic and collaborative in your approach to power, as it can help you build alliances and protect your interests. You should always be open and accessible to others, by cultivating relationships and partnerships that can help you achieve your goals. 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. This law advises you to be cautious and respectful in your dealings with others, as it can prevent you from making enemies or getting into trouble. You should always be mindful of the power and influence of others, by avoiding conflicts or confrontations that could harm your reputation or interests. 20. Do not commit to anyone. This law advises you to be independent and flexible in your relationships, as it can help you avoid being tied down or betrayed by others. You should always maintain a sense of distance and autonomy, by keeping your options open and avoiding excessive loyalty or dependence on others. 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. This law advises you to be deceptive and cunning in your interactions, as it can help you gain the upper hand over others. You should always play dumb or naive, by pretending to be less knowledgeable or skilled than you really are, so that others underestimate you and reveal their own weaknesses. 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. This law advises you to be strategic and creative in your response to setbacks or failures, as it can help you turn them into opportunities for growth and empowerment. You should always use your weaknesses or vulnerabilities as a source of strength, by being humble, adaptive, and resourceful in your approach. 23. Concentrate your forces. This law advises you to be focused and disciplined in your actions, as it can help you achieve your goals more efficiently and effectively. You should always concentrate your energy and resources on your most important objectives, by prioritizing and eliminating distractions or obstacles that can slow you down. 24. Play the perfect courtier. This law advises you to be strategic and diplomatic in your behavior, as it can help you navigate complex social and political environments. You should always be a master of etiquette and protocol, by understanding the norms and expectations of your social circle and adapting your behavior to suit them. Laws 25 to 36. Strategies for winning over people. These laws are more focused on building relationships and alliances, and they emphasize the importance of empathy, charm, and persuasion in winning people over. 25. Recreate yourself. This law advises you to be adaptive and versatile in your self-presentation, as it can help you appeal to different audiences and contexts. You should always be willing to reinvent yourself by changing your image, behavior, or skills to match the demands of your environment. 26. Keep your hands clean. This law advises you to be cautious and ethical in your actions, as it can help you maintain your reputation and credibility. You should always avoid dirty or illegal actions by sticking to ethical and legal standards that can protect your interests and preserve your image. 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. This law advises you to be charismatic and persuasive in your behavior, as it can help you attract followers and supporters. You should always tap into people's desires and aspirations by offering them a vision or a cause that they can rally behind and feel passionate about. 28. Enter action with boldness. This law advises you to be confident and decisive in your actions, as it can make you more convincing and effective in your pursuits. You should always act boldly and assertively by taking risks and seizing opportunities that can advance your goals and assert your power. 29. Plan all the way to the end. This law advises you to be strategic and visionary in your planning, as it can help you anticipate and overcome obstacles in your path. You should always think ahead and plan for every contingency by mapping out your goals and devising strategies that can help you achieve them. 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. This law advises you to be modest and humble in your self-presentation, as it can make you more likable and relatable to others. You should always downplay your achievements and highlight your failures or challenges by making them seem like minor setbacks or learning experiences. 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. This law advises you to be strategic and manipulative in your interactions, as it can help you control the outcome of situations and events. You should always set the agenda and control the terms of engagement by framing the options and opportunities available to others in ways that serve your interests. 32. Play to people's fantasies. This law advises you to be imaginative and creative in your communication, as it can help you appeal to people's dreams and desires. You should always use vivid and compelling imagery or language by tapping into people's fantasies and aspirations and making them feel like they can become a reality. 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. This law advises you to be observant and strategic in your interactions, as it can help you identify people's weaknesses or vulnerabilities. You should always be aware of people's insecurities or desires by studying their behavior and preferences and using them to your advantage. 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. This law advises you to be confident and assertive in your behavior, as it can make you more respected and admired by others. You should always act like a leader or a VIP by projecting a sense of authority and power that commands respect and attention. 35. Master the art of timing. This law advises you to be strategic and opportunistic in your actions, as it can help you capitalize on favorable circumstances and avoid unfavorable ones. You should always be aware of the timing and context of your actions by seizing opportunities and acting decisively when the moment is right. 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. This law advises you to be indifferent and aloof in your behavior, as it can help you avoid frustration or disappointment when you cannot get what you want. You should always focus on what you can control and achieve, by ignoring or dismissing what is beyond your reach or influence. Laws 37 to 48. Strategies for dealing with adversaries. These laws are more focused on strategies for overcoming obstacles and dealing with enemies, and they emphasize the importance of patience, cunning, and perseverance in achieving victory. 37. Create compelling spectacles. This law advises you to be theatrical and dramatic in your behavior, as it can capture people's attention and inspire them to action. You should always create exciting and memorable experiences by using music, drama, or art to make your message or cause more compelling and inspiring. 38. Think as you like but behave like others. This law advises you to be flexible and adaptable in your behavior, as it can help you blend in and avoid standing out in unfavorable situations. You should always be aware of the social norms and expectations of your environment, by conforming to them when necessary and adapting your behavior to suit different situations and contexts. 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. This law advises you to be provocative and controversial in your behavior, as it can help you generate attention and interest from others. You should always challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of what is acceptable or expected, by using shock or scandal to capture people's attention and provoke their reactions. 40. Despise the free lunch. This law advises you to be independent and self-sufficient in your behavior, as it can help you avoid being indebted or obligated to others. You should always earn your own way and take responsibility for your own success, by refusing handouts or favors that can compromise your integrity or independence. 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. This law advises you to be cautious and respectful in your behavior, when following in the footsteps of a great predecessor, as it can be challenging to live up to their legacy or reputation. You should always strive to be your own person and make your own mark, by being innovative and original in your approach to power. 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. This law advises you to be strategic and opportunistic in your attacks, as it can help you weaken the power and influence of your enemies. You should always target the leaders or key figures of your enemies, by discrediting or removing them, so that the rest of their followers lose their direction and motivation. 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. This law advises you to be empathetic and persuasive in your communication, as it can help you win over the hearts and minds of others. You should always appeal to people's emotions and beliefs, by using stories, metaphors, or symbols that resonate with their values and aspirations. 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. This law advises you to be strategic and reflective in your responses to attacks, as it can help you turn the tables on your adversaries. You should always mirror your enemy's behavior or attitude, by reflecting back their own weaknesses or flaws, so that they become disarmed or infuriated. 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. This law advises you to be gradual and cautious in your reforms, as it can help you avoid resistance or backlash from others. You should always frame your changes as necessary or beneficial, by using incremental or symbolic reforms that can build momentum and support over time. 46. Never appear too perfect. This law advises you to be human and relatable in your behavior, as it can help you build trust and credibility with others. You should always acknowledge your own flaws and vulnerabilities, by being humble and self-effacing, so that others can relate to you and see you as approachable and authentic. 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. This law advises you to be strategic and disciplined in your pursuit of power, as it can help you avoid overreaching or losing your gains. You should always set clear goals and limits for yourself, by knowing when to stop and consolidate your gains, and by avoiding greed or hubris that can lead to downfall. 48. Assume formlessness. This law advises you to be adaptable and unpredictable in your behavior, as it can help you stay ahead of your enemies and anticipate their moves. You should always be flexible and fluid in your approach, by avoiding fixed patterns or routines that can make you predictable and vulnerable to attacks. Conclusion. In conclusion, The 48 Laws of Power is a compelling and controversial book that offers a comprehensive guide to understanding and mastering the dynamics of power in human relationships. While some of the laws may seem manipulative or unethical, the book emphasizes the importance of using power wisely and strategically, in ways that benefit both yourself and others. Whether you are a student, a businessperson, or a leader, the lessons and insights from this book can help you navigate complex social and political environments and achieve your goals with greater confidence and success. So, take the time to read The 48 Laws of Power and use its wisdom to become a more effective and influential person in your own life and career. Thank you for watching.